Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Hi, welcome. So, sorry I had to do some personals earlier and I didn't get to the Divine Feminine reading as quickly as I would have liked to, but that's okay. So, I went ahead and laid out the cards because you guys know I go an hour, 2 hours, yakety yak, and I don't want to spend that long. I honestly just don't have time today. Let me fix this real quick. But I went ahead and laid out some of the cards. I'm still going to continue to lay out more cards, but I just wanted to do, just put it out there right now real quick so I can save myself a good half hour of time talking and laying out cards. So I hope you guys don't mind. It is not typical that I normally have my cards laid out, but I'm going to do that today because of time constraint. Okay. So this is a Divine Feminine reading. I called in the energy of the Divine Masculine to see what was going on with them in regards to the feminine. So I got the overall impression that number one, the masculine is heavily on the Divine Feminine's mind. Okay, this is mind, body, soul. The Divine Feminine is heavily affected by the Divine Masculine's energy, her twin flame. At some points, I don't see the Eight of Swords, but I do feel it's oppressive. I did see the Ten of Wands, Ten of Swords. It's an oppressive, heavy weight, and it's a heavy energy. Okay, I'm not going to lie about that. But so this is my Celtic cross. There's extra cards. Only I can really see what's going on, but that's kind of what I'm doing right now with extra information. What I see currently going on that the Divine Feminine energy is having to put up with right now, and whatever you're juggling, whatever you're dealing with is this particular scenario. There is karma being dealt with right now, the purging of karma and the dealing with of karma. You are definitely involved with a soulmate. We have this twin flame card here, the Lovers, the Gemini card. I love it. Gemini is my sign. I do love it. Vedic, sidereal, of course. But this is about divine, true soulmate bonds. You see that? They're fasted. They're hand fasted. So there may not be a physical marital contract or an actual marriage license, although for some of you there may be. Okay, but there is a deep bonding and commitment between you and someone else. This is already a spiritual marriage, a spiritual commitment. Your partner, however, is fighting you tooth and nail to enjoy this commitment. This person is shoving you, been shoving you around since day one. This is the past, okay? And I'll unveil some of this. We have the Queen of Swords, the Ten of Swords, the King of Pentacles, and the Lovers. This is the past. Okay, distant past, recent past, however you want to put it, wherever you want to put it. That's up to you. It's your story. You guys met, you fell in love, you fell madly in love. It happened very quickly. And it ended very quickly. Divine Feminine was bitter, okay? Not bitter, but scorned. That's the proper word. You were scorned because you fell that's not even a word. I can't talk today, sorry. You fell madly in love, head over heels in love. You were ready to commit your all. I'm talking marriage and a future, King of Pentacles. You intended on the long term with this person. You saw the future and you saw growing old with this person the moment you guys got committed. Okay. When you became committed and you bonded, your kundalinis were intertwined. You guys did bond in a spiritual sexual union. Okay. There was a spiritual union and you got betrayed. Ten of Swords. The Queen of Swords trusted this person. So the Divine Feminine, male or female, doesn't matter, but you trusted this person with your heart and your stability. You gave this person loyalty and dedication, honesty. You opened up, and I think you had been hurt before. Whenever I get the Queen of Swords, I already know she's coming into the relationship damaged or hurt. So you came into the relationship already needing healing. You already went through it with previous partners. You already either had a hard life growing up or you had a couple hard relationships already under your belt. You already knew what betrayal was. You already knew what backstabbing was. You already knew what infidelity was. You already experienced a lot of backstabbing pain. So when you got with this person, and we have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius across the board, but I also see strong Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn, okay? But this is who you met in the past, and these signs could be together. Maybe you're one of them, they're one of them, however you want to say it. Keep in mind, if you study tropical sidereal, I'm sorry, that's not even Let me calm down. It's the coffee. If you study tropical astrology only, which is your typical average astrology, and you guys go to Google, you put your birthday, and then it spits out what your sign is, that's tropical. And Google doesn't really operate on a Vedic, sidereal, Lahiri kind of system, okay? And it's going to be the North chart, but anyways, that's too much detail. Your signs will change. Let me just correct it and calm down for people that are trying to figure out your sign. If you are not Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and you're not a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, you may very well be That's funny because Libra is Virgo and Gemini is Taurus and Aquarius is Capricorn. I think all the signs I mentioned have to be here. Yes, they do, because even if it's tropical or Vedic, one of the two will be happening, which is crazy. I'm not saying there can't be water. I'm just saying this is definitely the signs that I see for when you guys met. They may be sun signs, is what I'm seeing. And I think it doesn't matter if it is tropical or Vedic, because they both sound the same to me. It's either going to be an earth or an air sign as a sun sign. What? Okay, I'll be right back, guys. Seriously, interruptions. Not the day, Matt. Come here. What are you doing? You don't have videos. There is no videos. There is no phone. They need to be charged. I'm sorry, guys. This is ridiculous. I know. Anyways, so since I'm dealing with Matthew, I'll just talk to you a little bit about something so you're not completely bored while I'm sitting here dealing with him. And I'll be right back. I just got to deal with him. There's no videos. None. So stop it and let me work. Here. You need to let me work. Seriously. You need to stop. Here. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. You know, this is my life. I've got 0 people helping me. I'm trying to run a business on my own with a baby. I'm going to get interrupted. So if everyone's freaking out, I'm sorry. It, shit happens. Okay, I'm back. Anyways, I just made a bottle. I'm good now. Deep breath. So anyways, all these signs are going to be present in this reading. I feel it very strongly. My only advice for some people is if you do not resonate with any of these signs, it's probably just the energy that your partner is harnessing. So I'm just going to talk for a second on these energies. The earth energy is about, in this particular reading, stubborn behavior, headstrong, confident, quiet, secure, mature. This King of Pentacles is a mature man. Okay, it doesn't have to be a man. He's showing up as a man. Could just be a masculine energy. someone that has life experience, has owned a home or property, or been mature enough to handle their own well-being. I can't think of another word. Their own stability. Okay, that is for one party. That could be for both parties, but that's certainly for one. The other energy that I'm picking up here on the Queen of Swords, because notice we have the counterparts, okay? That's what I'm going off of. The air energy that I'm picking up on, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, is intuitive. Okay, this can be a spiritualist, a psychic. This can be someone who is extremely, and when I use the word intuitive, I mean to the highest esteem. This is not someone that just has a gut feeling. Okay. Oh, I have a gut feeling. I have a feeling about something. No, that's more Queen of Cups. This queen has more than a feeling. This queen has a knowing of what the future holds or what somebody's intentions are. This queen is also very good at mind games. There's a lot of mind fuckery here. You can be a man or a woman in these energies, okay? This is coming off as a feminine energy, though, a woman. This person here went to the puppet show, saw the strings, already knew how the puppet show works before she got into this relationship with this King of Pentacles. This Queen of Swords already knew. However, amongst her knowing and her experience, and they both have life experience, what lies between them is betrayal, backstabbing, hurt, pain. In your guys' past, there has been betrayal of lovers. Both of you will have experienced cheating and lying. Okay, you both will have experienced it. And not just cheating and lying with a high school boyfriend or girlfriend. Not just cheating and lying with someone you were into for 9 months. This is cheating and lying of the utmost betrayal. Someone that a king built a life with. King of Swords. I also feel for a very select group of people. Look at that. That's the King of Swords. That's the Queen's counterpart, the King of her Swords. She's gotten back at someone in the past. This Queen knows that if someone betrays her, this is what happens to you. You're not going to make it out alive. And I'm not saying anyone here is going to kill anybody. This is a figure of speech, okay? But the Queen of Swords, her ex, or his ex, didn't make it out by betrayal. If this queen got betrayed, the other counterpart was sorry. They paid the price. This would be financially with child support, taking them to court, screwing up their life, you know, I don't know, etc., etc. You name the list. If you betray the Queen of Swords, this is your ending. Right here. This is your ending. But here's the sad part. The Queen of Swords didn't like this. She didn't want this. When she punished her King of Swords, she also felt backstabbed and betrayed. And she felt cornered and pushed to do this. And do you see these wolves? They're sniffing out this king. He's already gone. What I see is the 9 of Swords. In his back, the 10 is on the floor. This means before it got to this level of death, there was extreme stress, paranoia, sleepless nights, anxiety, and a very long period of time of depression and feeling unworthy and betrayed. So there was a long brewing period for this to happen. Now, since this is happening for both counterparts, the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords, you both have experienced a long-term relationship before you met this person, okay? King of Pentacles, you're soft, easygoing, okay? You're usually calm. You're not an argumentative person. You don't yell and you don't hit women. Or if it's a woman, you don't hit men. You're not violent, okay? You are calm-natured, very Taurian. Taurus, you know, very calm. You're not an abusive type of guy, all right? Or girl. You're just chill. All right. Headstrong, annoying to the point where you're stubborn as hell and you piss people off. Yes, probably most likely. But I don't see violence is in your nature. And I do see that when you commit to someone, you're in it for the long term. And do you see how it shows? But look at the people around you. You have friends that are no good and not trustworthy. You have third parties that want you even though you're married or committed. You have people that want to take you from your throne. You have jealous people. And even though you have a lot to offer, you're half dressed here. So you're not protective. You don't even protect yourself. You don't look out for yourself. So I sense a very sense of blah, blah, blah. You sense, that's not what I'm trying to say. For God's sakes, come on, Steph. There is a sense of self-worth issues because he's so uncovered. I feel like you're vulnerable. You leave yourself exposed to friends and lovers and people that are out to hurt you, harm you, or get you, or do not have you in best interest. You are very easily taken advantage of. So, that being said, you have not protected your wealth or yourself. Very vulnerable, and that's why you got hurt. And with the Queen of Swords, you're very reserved. Look at you. Completely covered up, unlike the King of Pentacles. When you came into this relationship, there was no skin left seen. You were like, you will not harm me. I am protected. Do you see how her arm is blocking? You had your guard up when you met this person. Your guard was up, Queen of Swords. You didn't want love and you were not open to a relationship with this person. In fact, you were very closed off. You said, I'll be your friend, your confidant, but I will not open up to this relationship. That is the very thing that attracted this King of Pentacles. He adored the challenge. He liked the standoffness. He loved your beauty. Maybe there was something about your hair. She's got nice, beautiful skin and beautiful dark hair. There's something very alluring about you, very big and attracted to you. And it's funny because Queen of Swords is not a Taurus, but look at that. She's got the bull. You don't have to be a Taurus, but I'm just saying you're grounded, stable, and secure. Now, the fact that this Queen of Swords has a bull next to her, and this King of Pentacles is very much Taurus like that, he or she, this King of Pentacles, saw that you're secure and stable, very much like them. So there was a kindred spirit. It was like, you're a lot like me, and I'm a lot like you. You've been hurt. I've been hurt. You're a good candidate for a husband or wife, and I'm a good candidate for a husband or wife. We can build a nice future together. Let's heal our wounds together. Let's fix our broken heart together. It may not have been said like that, but I think that's what brought you guys together, along with the fact that you were brought together by the universe. This was something foretold for a lot of you by psychics. This was something you knew in your inner knowing. You knew when you met this person there was a something different, something special, different, unique, strange, otherworldly, and spiritual. There was a spiritual connection, and you guys immediately took off as friends, best friends, like that. It's like you guys became best friends within the minute you met this person. It was an instant hit off. Oh, you listen to that kind of music? So do I. Look, I listen to the same music. Wow, you like that movie? Oh my God, no. That's my favorite movie. Nope, that's my favorite movie. You know, all this kindred spiritness, coincidence, serendipitous events. You guys lived in the same area or knew the same people, or there's some kind of a connection with your lives that you're like, no way, I should have met you before now. I can't believe our paths had crossed, but we never met. So there was this strange serendipitous thing. And it was, even when you met this person, it was a past life meeting. So when you did meet them, it was brand new, but it didn't feel brand new. It felt like you already know them. And when you looked in each other's eyes, the feeling was mutual. You already know this person. Here's the strange thing, and remember, everything can be reversed in a reading. It doesn't have to be, but for the Queen of Swords, because you were blocked off and you were saying, I don't want a relationship and I don't want anything. I've been betrayed, lied to, hurt, cheated on, and I am hurting. I am not ready for a relationship. My counterpart destroyed me, and I am guarded and protected for good. No one else will pass this fortress. No one can enter my heart. In fact, my heart is iced over. It's in an ice box. You can't reach it. This Queen of Swords was ready for an affair, but not love. And this King of Pentacles was hurt and betrayed because he or she offered stability, love, endurance, longevity forever. This King of Pentacles offered the gift of complete happiness to someone and feels betrayed. Maybe there wasn't cheating. Maybe the King of Pentacles cheated. I honestly feel like the King of Pentacles is the one who usually had affairs or cheated, but he still stayed loyal to the home and to the family. So it may also just be a wandering eye or friends that don't need to hang around a married man. You've met those people that they may be an excellent spouse or father, but they have these odd friends that have no business being involved in family life. So that's kind of what I'm seeing here. So they were not seeing eye to eye. This King of Pentacles and his previous or her previous spouse didn't get along. And so long story short, both of you guys had a terrible past. Then you met each other. And this King of Pentacles convinced this Queen of Swords to become a couple. You, as alluring as these little pans and nymphs or whatever you call them behind him are, is his energy. He's like a fairy. He's very, how do you say, like magical. He had a way with words, with looks, with touch. Very open. He came off very open, like, you can trust me. You can trust me. I'm not going to hurt you. Let me bare my soul to you. Let me bare my heart to you. You can be reserved, but let me open up to you. So very sneakily, this King of Pentacles opened up this Queen of Swords' heart. And she went from cold in an icebox to completely thawed out from her past, or his, and in love. She went from cold to warm like that, and there was no going back. The King of Pentacles warmed her up and brought her back to the life that she or he was destined to have. In return, the Queen of Swords gave her King of Pentacles undying, unconditional love and affection and support. Whatever you want to do, I will support you. I will back you up. I will give you everything I've offered everyone else times 3. You brought me out from a dark place, and for that, I adore you. And this King of Pentacles said, you brought me back to life. You awakened my passion. You awakened my soul to spiritual enlightenment. You brought me back from a dark place as well, of betrayal, cold feelings, friends I couldn't trust, people I was around that really weren't meant for me. You brought me home to my soul family. Thank you. And for that, I give you my heart. They each gave each other their heart, and it became one. 2 bodies, 1 soul. Twin flames, divine lovers, divine soulmates. That is your past. But it only got shitty from there, didn't it? 10 of Swords. Now that you opened up your heart to each other, it's not one-sided. You both betrayed your twin. Both of you. In some way, shape, or form. By the way you spoke, what you did, in vengeance, whatever. Somebody was unfaithful. Maybe this person returned back to the Queen of Pentacles. I don't know. Maybe this person went backwards on their word. Betrayed the Queen of Swords, and again, she was betrayed. Maybe it's the other way around. All I know is you guys felt betrayed. Both of you felt betrayed. Both of you blamed the other. Maybe for good reason. But that's the past. Okay? It's been very hard to get past that, hasn't it? I asked, what is your position today? What are you guys dealing with today? And this is the center of it. You got the Ace of Wands, the Fool card, the 10 of Cups, the Justice card, and the Devil card. Flat out, I should have titled this, well, I didn't know, but I should have titled this Karmic Justice. There is karma being taken out right now today, and it's justice. This karma was part of a past life karma. I know I hate to go even more past life, past the past, but let's go ahead and go past our past in this lifetime. There's past life karma that made you guys meet this way and betray each other this way. This was another past life stuff that you guys had to deal with. It had nothing to do with this lifetime. This is just part of your debt, part of your contract, your soul contract. But now, today, you're dealing with new karma. New. Whatever happened back here was wrong. It affected a family, 10 of Cups. This affected children. You guys very, very well may have made a child in this relationship, or you already had children involved. And if you already had children involved and they were part of this mess and this madness, they also became hurt. All I'm saying is children are not. There are innocent lives affected by this relationship. It's not just you, and it's not just you. Now, this life has extra karma to deal with. And it was part of your soul contract. It wasn't a whoops, accident, didn't mean to have a baby, whoops. It wasn't a whoops, accident, didn't mean to hurt the kids, didn't intend to. No, this was a karmic contract. You guys already knew that this would happen. So there's no surprises. I mean, it feels like a surprise consciously because you don't remember your past life. But in reality, astrologically, there is no surprises. This is part of your cycle and the karmic debt you're going to be paying off, which is what you're doing right now. So whoever was hurt in this relationship, children, family, friends, etc., all of the above. Somebody was betrayed, obviously, and not only that, someone went to a karmic partner or is stuck in a karmic relationship currently at the moment. No. Someone is stuck with a karmic partner and chained and feeling like they're not able to get out. Or they're strangely bound by choice. Thank you so much for your super chat. Salt and burn. Okay, thank you. So anyways, so someone went back or they're feeling stuck, and some people are stuck by choice. Let me just say that some people want to be in a karmic relationship because of comfort, because of money, because of children. It could also be because of sexual attraction, sexual addiction, stubbornness. It could be all of the above, guys. These are all dark, lower vibrational reasons. But do you see this little box here? That represents Saturn, that little box. The cube represents Saturn, and Saturn represents karma and death. So this is karma. This is a karmic relationship that you guys are dealing with right now. And ironically, I'll get to it in a second. Look, my karmic situation is ending. So we're going to get to that. But currently today, what you guys are dealing with, and I know a lot of you are like, today, fine. How about this week? This week, 1 week, what you're dealing with today is you're wanting to have a new beginning and a happy family, but you're asking the universe to step in and give you justice. You're saying, I deserve a new beginning, damn it. I deserve my petition, my invocation, my spiritual prayer or request. Maybe it's a ritual prayer. Maybe it's just an I am affirmation. Maybe it's just you are creating like the law of attraction. As above, so below. As within, so without. What I speak, let it be. Blessed be. You know, whatever this is for you, whatever you're manifesting, you know, this could totally be like the Jim Carrey writing $1 million check. And what happens? He got his $1 million check, $10 million check, whatever it was. You speak something, create something into this life, and you expect a return. So somebody deposited with faith something into the universe, and they're expecting a payout. And the payout that is expected is a new beginning, a fresh new beginning with the Fool, a leap of faith to go back to this family, this happy time, and this soulmate union, 10 of Cups, a state of happiness and a state of peace. This is no worry, okay? The Fool represents a soul that is in nothingness. They don't know any better. They know nothing. It's the state of I don't know anything. The Fool hasn't learned or gained any kind of knowledge yet. It's a fresh start. So somebody wants to forgive and forget. Okay, feminine, you probably want to forgive and forget and just move on. I think this is more of the feminine, to be honest. You're saying, I want a new beginning, period. I've been calling it out, seeking it out, desiring it. I'm ready for this new beginning. But I need divine intervention because my person is stuck in a karmic relationship. Or maybe you are. This is a marriage or a commitment. It's also justice just coming in and saying, I will not allow this karmic bullshit to continue. If you think that you can go on about your life, about your business, hurt someone like this, betray someone like this, affect family like this, and walk away with a clean slate, nothing written on your ledger, nothing to pay back, nothing to settle, did you think that you could walk out of court and not get summoned back if you didn't make it to the stand, if you weren't there on trial to pay for what you've done? Do you think this soulmate situation just popped up in your life like a daisy and it meant nothing, and it was nothing for you? It was just a blessing or some kind of a curse for some of you thinking? Did you think it was a curse or a blessing and now it's over? And someone here, King of Pentacles, actually thinks, yeah, actually. We had a 10. That situation's over. It's done. I don't need to go back and revisit this. I don't need to go backwards. I've already dealt with my issues. And Justice card here. There's Libra and Capricorn, obviously. Let me close my door. He's screaming. I'm sorry, guys. No, Matthew. Stop it. Stop it right now. Okay. So, which I already knew that. I've already said this. I already told you. There's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So here you are again. Anyways, no, you're not going to get away with your debt scot-free. And this could be the earth sign, because the earth sign is in the devil energy. The air sign here wants justice. And these two pillars of truth stand for a yes and a no, a right and a wrong, polar opposites, yin and a yang, masculine, feminine. And there is the wheel of fortune behind her in the sky. So that big wheel in the sky keeps on turning. And things are changing. There's divine order. The hand of God. Tarot actually is esoteric secret knowledge and all of that stuff. But in Hebrew, and they say rota, is tarot, rota, the hand of God. The wheel of God, rota. So how the will of God turns. Literally the will of God. The will of the universe. Your destiny. Your path. Okay, things that are unavoidable. There are things that you already know in a contract you're supposed to, perform and do and all of that stuff with your soul. So no, I'm sorry, but for whoever that is that expects to be written off scot-free and not pay this debt, there's going to be a rude awakening. Justice is here to even the scales. And if this Queen of Swords suffered, or maybe it was the King of Pentacles that suffered in the past, you'll have to see what storyline works for you. Keep in mind, every reading is reversible. But the tables have turned. Fate is on the side of someone who was betrayed. If you both are feeling betrayed, you're not the judge of that. The universe is the judge of who was betrayed. You both might have a debt to pay. Maybe if the Queen of Swords was spiteful and vindictive and did something to harm the betrayer, she or he also has karmic debt to pay. If the King of Pentacles decided to instigate a betrayal and even unknowingly cause pain and hurt, thinking he or she was going to do the right thing and return back to some family or some other lifestyle, intentions or not, is not you to judge. The universe is speaking now, and the tables have turned. People are paying off their karmic debt from the last life and your current karmic debt. And that's what you're dealing with today. Today you have a new outlook on life. You have a new beginning. Your mind is going to feel refreshed, reinvigorated. I think that you're going to start seeing things clearly. You have a sense of freedom, and you have a sense of not being tied up to this person anymore. This could be your divine lover or even your karmic. But whatever this is, you feel free. The Fool's like, I'm no longer leashed to my devilish energy. I'm happy. 10 of Cups. I found happiness in myself. I'm looking forward to the future. This week is a new week for me. I have a new beginning coming, and I'm going to grab a hold of it. That's good. The tables are turning. So some people have a very uplifting spirit and a mental attitude. However, because the tables have turned, someone in a different scenario is seeing life quite differently. And that would be a masculine energy. Bottom of the deck, I got the 8 of Cups, okay? And I got the Emperor, which is divine masculine energy, losing control, walking away from control. This masculine energy is the one, and it could be a woman or a man, it doesn't matter, but someone here is suffering a karmic lashing, basically. And what you're feeling is not optimism, not an upbeat, happy attitude and a positive outlook on the future. You have a very negative vibe. This is quite the opposite. Do you see how justice has a light side and a dark side? Someone gets a happy justice in karma and someone gets a dark justice in karma. You know, and whoever this is, whoever you are in this story, it will fit however you think it will fit. But this is walking away from a karmic situation. Now, for some people, this means if you are in a karmic relationship this week, there's the Tower, the ending, the walking away. It's over. 10 of Swords. Your relationship's going to hit the fan, and it's not anything that you can prevent. If you wronged the Queen of Swords, this justice is coming out to say, I will right the wrongs. It's time. So you're not going to get away with it anymore. And maybe your karmic person is going to do to you what you did to her or him. Okay? Because that's poetic justice. It's how you did to me will be done unto you. How you judged me, you will be judged. And with the same amount of judgment you used, it will be used against you. So again, karma, what you put out, you get back. So I feel someone here, it doesn't matter who you are, one or the other, pick your side of the story. But whatever you did to someone, you're going to get back. It doesn't have to be on your timing. It's on God's timing, the universe, justice. It's just the way life works. Saturn is karma. Saturn is in retrograde. He is looking back at the past ledger. So Saturn's saying, well, all right, so I'm not going to look at your future karma. Let's look at your past karma. What were you doing 18 months ago? Were you screwing up? Were you screwing up 18 months ago? What were you doing? What were you doing a year ago? What were you doing 4 years ago? What were you doing? Well, someone here was screwing up. And now they're going to have to pay back the karma, and the karmic situation is ending. So whoever you're with, by choice or by being bound, it's ending. People, I think, who are being unbound are people that are happy to escape a karmic relationship. The people who choose to be in a karmic relationship for sex, money, status, or just pure stubbornness, resisting the soulmate, you will definitely have your karmic situation ending. And it may be because your karmic person is going to leave you. They may very well find someone else more appealing than you. They may find someone else with more money. They may go back to an ex. They may just drop you and say that you're a liar. We're going to get to what's coming up in the future. But someone here is not playing the game anymore. Okay? And it certainly isn't justice. She's not playing the game anymore. Sorry, I'm not going to do this. I'm sorry that you think that this was going to go on for the rest of this lifetime. Or maybe you just thought you got away with it scot-free. Maybe you went through 4 years of happiness. I don't know. Maybe you were happy. Maybe someone here thought they had a new beginning, Ace of Wands, a fresh new start, a new outlook on life. They were going to create a new happy family, get away from this person here, all this drama, baggage. They thought they were going to marry a karmic partner. You know, maybe somebody had a really big outlook on life. And then boom, like a ton of bricks comes poetic justice. 8 of Cups. someone's walking away from you or you're walking away from them. But it hit you like a ton of bricks. It was, it was pretty sudden. Anyways, so that's what's going on right now. What is being stabilized? What is spirit doing? This is spirit, your stabilization, your foundation. Hope I'm not talking too loud, guys. Okay. Anyways, I have the Eight of Pentacles, the Temperance card. Now we're getting some Saggy energy. Strong Saggy, because I have the Hermit, which is Virgo, but also the 9th house, Sagittarius. Capricorn would be tropical, which would make you a Sagittarius in Vedic. Anyways, you have the Hermit. It is Virgo energy, which I already knew we had all the Earth. But what I see happening here is the balancing of your energies, the balancing of your tempers. There was a lot of anger, resentment between you two. I'm talking swords, double-edged swords. You hurt me, I hurt you. You left me, you're going to suffer. It's this double-edged sword, venomous anger, just, you know what I mean? And then we have Mercury, or is this Apollo? Actually, I think he's both. Apollo is Mercury, I think. I don't know. Anyways, you have the messenger of God, okay? You have the Archangel Raphael, the messenger of the sun, the king, coming here to level out your energies, your tempers. I'm also hearing someone is being forced to remember this relationship. Somebody here once tried to walk away and not remember the love and the words that were said. The promises, this is the promise, the promises that were made by choice. Somebody here tried to escape that responsibility and not remember these things. In fact, somebody here has lied to themselves and others about this person, this Queen of Swords. Somebody here lied. Okay, this is lies, deception. You painted a picture that was unrealistic. It was never real. You painted a picture that your soulmate was a devil in disguise. You painted a picture like your soulmate was out to get you, out to hurt you, out to trap you, out to cause you harm. Then you began to believe yourself. You created this illusion of lies to other people. You painted this picture of this person that you loved very much once as a very ugly, dark person, when that person's the one that lifted you up. That person's the one that brought you out of the cold. That person's the one that gave you life after death. You each gave each other life after death, but one person remembers it quite differently than the other. And there's a lot of hate and backstabbing here. And now, because this person, I feel it's the King of Pentacles, but it doesn't have to be. It could totally be Queen of Swords. But this person in this relationship decided to go to their family, 10 of Cups, spread lies, venomous words, paint illusions, create havoc. And now everyone believes this. Everyone thinks this. Okay, so this has caused pain, trouble, injustice on the relationship. Now the Queen of Swords or King of Pentacles is super pissed. How dare you paint a picture and it's not even like that? How dare you believe that? How about that? How can you believe that the one who gave you life after death, the one that gave you sexual confidence, the one that gave you money to help you off your feet, the one that gave you love when you felt like you were in a shell and unworthy of love, the one that told you you were beautiful and wonderful and perfect, the one that gave you their heart and you're the only one that could take it after my betrayal. How could, that's what she's saying. How could you paint the picture of me like that? How could you even forget me? You forgot me. You forgot me and you wanted to move on. And you thought that Justice, my best friend, the Queen of Swords, best friend, Justice here, wouldn't come and justice wouldn't prevail? Well, I guess I can laugh to that, because anyone who thinks that they can say all those things and do all those things and believe that justice is not going to come for you, well, justice is knocking at your door today, right now, this week. I'm surprised I don't see a tower. I think you better answer the door, because the longer you deny this, the longer you ignore the knock on the front of that door, the longer you're going to have to suffer. So you might as well just let it happen now. Rip it off like a Band-Aid, because somebody here may be going to court. Somebody here may be having to face paperwork, legal contracts, divorce. Somebody here is getting left and deserted, or somebody here is getting confronted about secrets, deception, addictions, and lies. Justice will prevail, not your lies. The innocent will have justice. And if both of you have an injustice, well, you're both going to pay. There'll be some equal suffering, won't there be? And that's what's going on right now. But, you know, this angel, this Raphael, this archangel of temperance, Mercury, the messenger of the god, the message that you're receiving from justice is, I come not to do harm. I come not to make you suffer. I don't want you to burn in hell. I don't want you to lose everything dear to you and feel like there's nothing worth living for. I don't come to destroy happiness. I come to heal you and reveal to you the truth. I come here to remind you of who you really are, your spiritual self, your soul. I come here to remind you you're more than your physical body, and you're more than this person in this world. There is other dimensions. There's other timelines. There's other existences that you are part of. And this current one down here in 3D is a life experience in a human body for another spirit, for a soul that's trying to live through you. Your higher self is living a life here on earth in your body. But there's an imbalance. You're not fulfilling your soul contract because there's a soul partner that is betrayed. And now that you've experienced betrayal, and now that you've experienced being the bad guy or the bad girl, now that you've experienced being hurt, being a victim, now that you know what that feels like, your soul can progress and learn lessons and ascend higher and higher on this ladder of ascension to become a more experienced, equipped being on how to deal with forgiveness, how to deal with anger, and how to deal with hate, how to deal with peace. So there's a lot of lessons that are being learned through each other. Not every soulmate's going to have a happy union. Some people have a soul contract where it's just, you're not meant to have that union. You're meant to learn a very painful lesson and pick up yourself off your bootstraps or whatever and go find happiness elsewhere. Some people are meant to do that. I'm not saying that's everyone. I'm just saying there are some that it's just not in the cards for you. If it's not in the cards for you, I'll be sure to tell you. But from what I see right here, we're going to keep going. And we'll see what the end of the story is, because I still don't know. With the Eight of Pentacles, it's strength in rebuilding and preparing for a storm. And I see jade or malachite, which is protection. It's a protection stone and a healing stone. And I see the squirrel, which represents preparing for winter, preparing for a storm, keeping food put away, saving for a rainy day. And the dog represents loyalty, trust and loyalty. And the gold is hard work, effort, something valuable. And so this man is protecting something valuable. It's taking time. There's 7 pentacles, which are formed and cut into the rocks. There's 7 pentacles being used for the home, for the stabilization. And there's 1 pentacle over here on the end, separate from the structure. So I think that the 7 of Pentacles talks about taking time to rebuild, things that take time. And, Temperance talks about patience and time. And the Hermit also talks about time to go within, a journey into self. Has anyone ever here gone through some kind of a self-reflective journey in a day or 2 days or a couple weeks? Has anyone really discovered themselves that quickly? If you have, please let me know that all of a sudden you went into your shell for a week or 2 and you came out into the light. If you don't know anyone that has had a complete transformation in that short of a time, then stick with me, because this is going to take some time to heal. And we have a karmic situation ending. And someone here is preparing for the storm. or it could be recovering. Okay, recovering after a storm. And with Temperance here, I do see protection. But with the Hermit here, I see getting the truth of the matter. And the 2 keys that fell on the floor represent the 2 keys to the 2 kingdoms. You know, in the Hierophant card, you have the 2 keys. One represents the kingdom of earth. One represents the kingdom of heaven. As above, so below. And the Hierophant holds the keys to both worlds. The 2 pillars of truth, the pillars of light. Someone here has the keys, but they dropped them along the way. You know, it's like you had the keys. Your soul once knew all the ropes, but you have lost those keys. They fell off your key ring. You need to find them. Someone here has to find the keys to both realms. They have lost their way. They're trying to find their way. They're following a light. It's a little candle inside your heart. It's the star. Usually represents the star, which is your guide, your spiritual path, and your soul journey. So someone is following their intuition, and they're trusting a higher spirit to guide me. And with Temperance, again, this is a divine journey. Divine journey, divine journey. Guide me. And they're being guided to end the karmic situation. Because this karmic situation with the 8 of Pentacles is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Guys, that's the definition of insanity. Who here in a karmic situation can raise your hand, or maybe your lover is doing this, and they keep getting in a karmic situation and cycle with the same person over and over and over, and they expect a different result. Maybe that person will change. Okay? Maybe I'll finally get that promotion. Maybe I'll finally get that ring. Maybe I'll finally get that house. Maybe I'll finally get that baby. Maybe I'll finally get commitment. Maybe I'll finally get love. Maybe I'll finally get accepted. I don't know. But whatever someone is doing, it's a karmic lesson. And they can't do it anymore. Can't do it anymore. It's ending. So coming up to the future, what is this upcoming outcome? Well, you think it would get great and wonderful, and you deserve justice, which you do, but justice is not always a pretty picture like this nice 10 of Cups here. Here's some justice. You want some justice? Shh. Okay, so you have the King of Swords. Who wants to mess with him? Not the Queen of Swords, I can tell you that. And not King of Pentacles. They don't really want to mess with this King of Swords. He's a no bullshit kind of guy. He's going to tell you like it is. He's one of those guys that if you look fat, he's going to say you look fat. All right. If you did wrong, you did wrong. Okay. This might be a sibling. This could be a dad or mom. This could be a lawyer. Okay. You could be facing a lawyer, a judge. This can be however you'd like to play it. But karma's bringing a very stiff, cold, stern, dark energy to the room. Someone that's going to tell you flat out how it is. Okay. Your Honor, I don't want to get back with this soulmate. This soulmate betrayed me. And I offered her everything, but she backstabbed me. I thought she was my best friend or my lover, someone that would love me unconditionally. But as soon as I betrayed her, she backstabbed me beyond repair. So I have nothing left in my heart for her or him. I want to move on with this partner, Your Honor, this karmic partner. I desire a new life and a new beginning with this person. I want happiness and bliss. And the judge or the lawyer is going to say, order in the court. Be quiet. Stop talking. Number one, you got in my courtroom because you made a mess. This isn't my problem and it's not my fault. I have nothing to do with this. Okay, I'm here to tell you some absolute clarity. You betrayed her or him. Do you think you're going to get away with that? Well, Your Honor, I said sorry. And I meant it. And the judge or the lawyer is like, I'm sorry, but sorry is not good enough. You ever heard that story? I don't know how it goes, but somebody had a plate. They threw the plate on the floor. It broke, shot it all over the place. And then the person said, sorry. And the person said, yeah, you said sorry, but did it fix the plate? Nope. Is it still all over the floor? Yes. So what do you have to do with the plate? Pick it up. Pick it up. Why don't you try gluing it together while you're at it? Because you screwed up the plate, not me. You made the mess, not me. You pick up the plate, you pick up the mess, you glue it back together, and you go on with your life. That's dealing with karma. You don't get to say, I said sorry, and that's it. Sorry. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I didn't mean to ruin a family and destroy your life and backstab you and cause irreparable damage on your heart, body, mind, and soul. That doesn't work. So the judge is here to say, look, I'm here to sentence things and get them done. I'm not here to chit-chat about your wants and desires or how bad your heart feels. I don't care how bad your heart feels. We're here to pay for some justice. Let's start dishing out the sentencing. Okay, so here's the sentencing, and the clerk's over there typing like, okay, here's the sentencing. All right, so the situation that happened, aka years ago, months ago, you did aka amount of damage. All right, the clerk's typing. For that, you need restitution. Maybe you need to pay some child support. Maybe you need to give this person some kind of financial stability, Mr. King of Pentacles, because you were irresponsible and you didn't take care of your responsibilities as a father or husband. Maybe that's the case. That's for one thing. For another party, it is you broke this person's heart. You made promises that you didn't keep. You betrayed through your words, through your lies. So you will now be revisiting these thoughts and feelings. You're going to be all in your emotions. Well, Your Honor, I actually closed the door on my emotions. Order in the court. Do not speak while I am speaking. But, Your Honor, I closed the door on my feelings on that person a long time ago. I don't want to revisit that. I hate this person. I'm so mad. Did I ask you what you liked? Are you the judge? No, you're not. Thank you so much for your super chat. So all you need to do is sit down and be quiet and hear your sentencing. Because that's justice. I didn't make you break the plate. I didn't make you do what you did. That was all you. All day, baby. All day. It was you. So let's go ahead and continue on with the sentencing. Here comes the goosebumps. You will open up your heart right now. You will go back in time through either meditation, dreams, memories, flooding thoughts that make you go crazy all day, every day. You could be flooded with memories, flooded with feelings, thoughts, guilt, shame. You will be flooded with the feelings that you felt at that time. You will be forced to remember your promises, and you will hear them clear as a bell as if you said them 5 minutes ago. You will hear them in your head. You will feel the level of generosity and love and genuine love you felt in your heart when you said them. Your heart will be back open. You will feel these painful memories. You may even feel painful memories of your past when you were a child, your childhood, and you will figure out that the reason you are really hurting is not anything to do with this person. It's your path as a child, your history, old wounds that are going to get brought up, or the fact that you're harsh and you closed off your feelings to this person, bad-mouthed this person, destroyed your relationship with this person based on a presumption that was incorrect, by the way. You will be forced to feel all these things again, and you are sentenced to feeling these things until you make a correction. When you acknowledge that you lied, deceived yourself, I'm going to say that one more time. When you acknowledge that you have lied and deceived yourself and those that trusted you, your pack, your soul tribe, your soulmate, When you realized that you walked out on your responsibility. While you lit the fire, you opened that Queen of Swords heart or the King of Pentacles heart. You willingly opened the heart, you lit the fire, built the camp, asked for your tribe, your soul family to trust you, to lay with you, sleep with you, create warmth and comfort with you, and you escaped. You walked out and betrayed. That is karma you will not escape. So you will go back to feeling those feelings of guilt and shame and remembering what you did and how you did it. And with the level of secrecy that you used to put yourself on your throne and this high pedestal now where you want this happy new beginning is how far you're going to fall. So if you built yourself up really far now with this karmic partner, you're going to fall really far, aren't you? Is it the karmic's fault? No. That's a whole nother story. The karmic partner that's involved with somebody in this story has karma to fulfill also, and it includes being left and abandoned at this time for whatever reason. Okay? But it's never the karmic's fault that they're involved in a karmic situation. They got put there the same way you got put there, fate. And everything that happened, remember, was already predestined to happen. This wasn't by chance, by choice, by accident. I mean, it is by choice because your higher self, your soul contract knew you were going to experience this justice and this pain. However, I don't think you knew the entire lesson or you wouldn't have to come down here to learn it. Am I right? So just because you know your soul path doesn't mean you know what you're going to have to experience to learn. Okay? So even though you knew coming down here you're going to meet this soulmate and that you and this soulmate were going to have some trials and tribulations to grow together as one soul, you didn't know what kind of debt you were going to have to pay off and how painful it was going to be. And if you're going to be able to overcome it, it was kind of a draw. You know, it's kind of a roll of the dice. You really don't know what you're going to experience here. So it feels very, very new. Anyways, okay, order in the court. Let's get back on track. In addition to the sentencing of opening up your heart, revisiting the past, remembering what you've done and what you walked out on, and the love that you betrayed. In addition to that, your lies and betrayals will be coming to the light. Right here. I can't make this up. Whatever deceit you did, whatever lies you told, it's coming. And it's going to come fast and it's already on its way. If you lied about cheating, it's going to come to the forefront. If you lied about how you felt, it's going to come to the forefront. If you lied to your karmic partner about any infidelity, it's going to come to the light. If you lied to your soulmate about, I don't know, who you were, how you felt, that's going to come to the light. Everything's getting brought out in the open. Your escapism isn't going to work anymore. You're also going to go through an enlightening. Someone here is going to go through an awakening of the soul. There's hidden things inside of you that you're going to start remembering from the past. Childhood pain, relationship trauma, pain, everything of that nature. Okay, so we're moving on. The next, and this could be for the Queen of Swords too. I don't want to just blame one or the other. It's one of these. You'll figure out whose karma is paying who. The next thing on the agenda that this judge wants to have justice paid for. I feel there was a decision that has not been made. Somebody's been waiting on a decision. Someone's been waiting in the rafters here, 3 of Wands, waiting for a response from the universe. There's a message coming through. Somebody's been waiting to hear back. Phone call, texting, things of that nature, communication. This is an open heart communication. And someone's been unable to clear their throat chakra. It could be a Gemini waiting on communication or somebody waiting on a Gemini for communication. One or the other. A Gemini's waiting I do feel Gemini's waiting. Within 3 weeks, there's going to be new communication coming to the forefront. This is the next order of the court. You have 3 weeks to pull your head from your rear and speak up. I'm not going to ingest, or I'm not going to push this justice on you without giving you a little time to get clear on your own. I don't see a tower here, so it's not like the universe is coming down to wipe out your life. But I see that you have time to come forward, tell the truth. You have time to talk about your past, get honest with your karmic partner or your soulmate or both about your infidelity and your cheating, your lying, your deceit. You have 3 weeks to do some soul searching here, okay, and figure out who you are and start making some changes. Okay, and if you do that, which is coming up in the near future, you'll have some wish fulfillment. You're going to feel good about yourself. You're going to have confidence. You're going to start being blessed by the universe. So there is an opportunity for blessings and wish fulfillment. Do you want wish fulfillment? The King of Swords is saying, now that we've discussed how things need to get played out, you know, it's like sentencing someone to jail time, but saying you only have to serve half the time on good behavior. You know what I mean? You guys know what I'm talking about? You can go to jail. You're sentenced to 2 years, but you'll only serve 1 year if you have good time, good behavior. That's what this King of Swords is saying. If you're on good behavior and you reconcile with your Queen of Swords or King of Pentacles, if you guys can come back together, make amends, and forgive each other and fulfill this karmic soul contract, if you can fulfill that together and you can come out ahead, you get extra credit for doing it quick, 3 weeks. If you can resolve these difficult issues and make amends and make peace and still love each other, and look at that, you can grow old together. You guys can make up, make peace with the past, and have a long future together. You can grow old with this person, have a happy life. You're going to have some happiness, soul fulfillment, wish fulfillment. So yes, with good time and good behavior, I'll ease your karmic debt. If you come in here being an ass, cold, shut off, unwilling to awaken, unwilling to do any kind of soul journey into self to figure out what's wrong with you, what needs fixing, healing, attention, etc. If you're unwilling to go inside your heart and see these things inside of yourself and make peace with it, if you're going to come in like this, then you're not going to have soul fulfillment. Okay? You're going to have suffering, and it looks like you're going to be alone in the cold. So if you left someone out in the cold, that's what's going to happen to you. You will be left all alone, growing old and gray, alone, all alone, on a mountaintop, bitter, lonely, sad, living with your conscience, knowing you could have changed things, but you didn't. And you're going to carry that into the next life. If you are that stubborn, your karmic situation is 100% ending. You're not going to get this 10 of Cups with your current karmic partner. This isn't going to happen with them. The universe is not going to allow it nor bless it. Okay? Even if you commit yourself to marriage right now with your karmic partner and you have babies, you're going to end up alone. You will not live a happy life with that person. You will either get sick. You will either have them get sick, someone will die, someone will divorce, someone will cheat, someone will lie. Something will separate this family. So even if you choose this journey, it will not end well. It will end like this. Like I said, it's going to end like this. If you trust the universe is trying to make peace with your past and fix things with someone that you do genuinely love, someone that you are hiding from, someone that you are hiding your feelings from, trying to run away from your feelings, and you're trying to get involved in a sick karmic relationship and hurt them for no reason. I'm sorry. Justice is like, I'm sorry, I cannot allow you. I cannot allow that. It's not fair and it's not just. And in case no one took a long look around planet Earth, the Earth has endings and beginnings. The Earth has balance. I balance the scales. Okay, the universe says I balance the scales. And this is not balanced. And I will not give you, if you put this on one end of the scale, and then you put this on one end of the scale, it's way off balance. It is not justice, and it is not karmic justice at all. So don't think that you're going to do that. It's impossible. It's just impossible. Anyways, so there is a lot of hope and optimism. Justice wants to give you a new beginning, but here's the part. It's not with the person you desire. This is for someone out there. It's not for everyone. If there's someone you desire and you're hurting someone else to get there, if that's your story, if you desire someone or you're pursuing, it may not even be desire. If you're pursuing a relationship that you feel bound to or responsible for, and there is not justice with this situation, you will be wronged. If somebody here has been strung along for many, many years, 8 years possibly, if someone's been strung along, and you've given them, like I said in the beginning of this reading, and I'll reiterate for people that don't get it, the longer I get into the reading, they just don't pay attention and they don't understand what I'm talking about. If you have been lied to, betrayed, or deceived as a soulmate, as a divine partner, even if you don't have these kinds of connections, and the person loves you, but they're staying stuck in a situation by responsibility, children, or choice, that also won't work out. Okay? It's going to end somehow, some way. So I just want to make that clear so everyone knows what's going on and you can keep up with me. The outcome of the situation, though, is reconciliation is on the horizon. Spirit sees you guys coming together again to make it right, to do justice, to fix your family. If you guys share a child or children together, they would like that family to be together. If you guys are soulmates from another lifetime, a past life, and you're meant to be together in this lifetime together, then they also want to bring you together from the past to the present and to the end of time. They want you guys to grow old together. Okay, so there is divine soulmates that have a lifetime to fulfill. And your soulmate would like nothing more than to fulfill this soul contract. But if you're rejecting it and refusing it, you know, like I said, you're going to have some issues. Somebody here is very stubborn, like I said, and it makes it difficult to go through with justice because I don't feel that it's a conscious effort. I do feel that it's subconscious, but I feel at some level it is a rejection of the soulmate because of grudges or because of betrayals. Like there's a grudge here that needs to be let go of so you can move forward with this person that you do love. But for some people here, they're in denial. For someone here, they keep thinking that they don't love you. They don't love you like that anymore, but it's not true. They just are not facing their heart or their feelings or their past life childhood issues. There are things inside you that need to get dealt with, and that's part of the problem. So this is why justice wants you to go back in time and revisit these feelings so you can be awakened to your heart and see that this choice is a bad choice and it's the wrong choice, and it's more than any of that, it's an injustice. It's an injustice and an imbalance to another soul, and it's not going to be allowed. So, you know, you can either fight the whole way there and live your lonely life and be a miserable, you know, guy or girl, or you can just start to open up and work with the universe and go with the flow instead of fighting it all the time. And if some of you are confused and you really do believe you don't love this person anymore, I'm going to ask you one question. Do you smile when you think about them? Is there something funny that they do that makes you smile? Is there a level of comfort in that person's voice, in that person's presence, and in their aura? Do you guys come together and feel a strange chemical attraction to where there's a sexual awakening, the kundalini rising, this bond? Do you feel like you're with family when you're with this person? Do you feel like this person awakens you spiritually like no other? Like this person makes you think about the sun, moon, and the stars. Like this person makes you think about your soul journey. Like this person makes you question divine things. If the answer is yes to all of those things, then it doesn't matter what you're consciously telling yourself if you don't love them. I don't love them. You do love them. But there is some kind of a block that is keeping you from union, and it's about past life healing, trauma. Get to it. Get to it. So be very careful with your words and what you tell yourself, because you're building a wall. What you speak about, you bring about, and what you feel inside your heart becomes real. It's called manifestation, law of attraction. Look it up. You can manifest anything you want in your life, and some of you accidentally manifest blockages. You need to remember that. Okay. Moving on, the clarification of this little section here in the future. I know you are my soulmate. Okay, so, feminine, you know that they're your soulmate. Masculine, you know that they're your soulmate. This is a soulmate card. 6 of Cups is a soulmate card. Past life partner. Yes, you've known this person before. Yes, you're destined to this person. Yes, you are a soulmate, and a lot of you are twin flames. The next one is I'm feeling stuck. So someone here feels stuck, which is no surprise because of the Devil card. They feel they can't move. They can't make this right choice. Well, whoever you are that's watching me or maybe not watching me, if you feel stuck, like you cannot make this choice because something's holding you back, because maybe there's family, children, previous commitments, etc., cut your shit out and grow up, because the universe is here to tell you you have to make a move. You have to make a decision. That 2 of Swords that I had right there. You can't be stuck. And some of you very well could be a Libra. You feel like you're indecision. Or the Sagittarius. Or the Virgo. You feel like you're indecision. Could be Capricorn, could be Taurus. Could be Aquarius, could be, any of the signs I mentioned here earlier. Whoever you are, you're not stuck. So quit telling yourself you are. Because that's the blockage. If you keep telling yourself, I'm stuck, I can't. Well, you're creating I can't. You're creating a wall and a barrier. Quit creating it. Quit creating your own mess, because what you speak about, you are making happen. And what you're telling yourself in your mind, you're making happen. And what you're forcing down, all these feelings that you're suppressing, you're making more problems for yourself. So quit. Your karmic situation is going to end with or without your permission, whoever you are. Expect it. Mark my words. Expect it. Whew. Okay, so these were here from the past, but I'm keeping them over here for the present, incoming energies, so I wanted to talk about them for a minute. Someone here, I am seeing my toxic patterns. Okay. Both of you. Queen of Swords, King of Pentacles. You both see your toxic patterns. Queen of Swords, you see maybe you're vengeful, maybe you're sensitive, maybe you're guarded, maybe you're insecure now, maybe you talk down to yourself, you tell yourself terrible things, or you feel defeated, or there's a lack of confidence. Those are toxic patterns, and whether they were caused by you by choice or not, you allowed them. Okay, so it doesn't matter what happened to you. It's the fact that you continue to allow it to happen. So, number one, that's what's going on. King of Pentacles. Your toxic patterns are bringing people into your life and hurting them and pushing them away. And maybe that's because you're suffering from some childhood abandonment, or because you're afraid that when you really love someone, you don't know how to handle it because it makes you too vulnerable. And you think that you will get betrayed and overcome again. This could even be a past life trauma where your wife or husband may have killed you. And you were too vulnerable. And you, as a King of Pentacles, man or woman, may have a feeling that because it's a past life trauma, that if you got murdered by someone you loved and trusted, you may have some baggage that you're carrying around to this lifetime of fear. Fear of getting close to someone, fear of betrayal. For others of you, there was childhood abuse. sexual abuse, all kinds of abuse, and your parents did not protect you, or you feel like your family, siblings, parents weren't there to keep you safe, and you felt vulnerable to the world, and you felt like, where was my protection? I'm trying to build protection, and maybe it's building walls around my heart and around my loyalty because I'm afraid of getting hurt. I've always been hurt. And, like I said, both of you, Queen of Swords and King of Pentacles, you both got betrayed by a lover. That's how it happened when you guys met. You both had past life drama, past life issues. You both feel betrayed. Maybe this person over here too, Queen of Swords, feels betrayed by a mother. You both have betrayals. You have to work on them together. And that's why you guys need to see your toxic patterns so you can grow from them and heal from them and come into union. And that's why justice wants you guys to do this. Justice isn't trying to make you happy. That's not the purpose of justice. Justice does not bring cups of happiness. Justice brings truth to the situation. Sometimes it's the cold, hard truth. That's up to you. I mean, that's your prerogative, guys. The next one is, go figure, I'm speaking my truth. So I agree that right now I am speaking truth, but I also agree that maybe you are starting to speak your truth. And look what your truth is. What is your truth, masculine and feminine twin flames? The bottom line, 3 simple words. I do love you. I love you. Well, that's 4 words, but I love you. Bottom line, truth. I do love you, okay? I do. I don't know why I'm struggling like this, pushing you away like this. I don't know why. There's some fears, there's some issues, there's toxicity, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. But I do regret the way I handled things in the past. I do regret it because I sure am paying for it now, aren't I? Or other person. My karmic situation is ending. There's angelic guidance. The divine is stepping in my life. And I regret how I handled you. And I regret how I handled the person before you. And I regret my past life. Like, I do have things I don't feel happy that I did. And I'm sorry. And I'm facing my feelings now. I can't stop thinking about you is another one. So there is a constant thinking. Okay, I'm going to move on. This is just too long. How do you feel right now, person, whoever I'm reading for? Keep in mind the reading is completely reversible. Someone is feeling confident in a relationship. And I'll be honest with you, as soon as I got this card, I got cockiness. Now, there could be someone in a same-sex relationship. I do have it here. Okay, 2 males, could be 2 females, could be heterosexual. Okay, it doesn't matter. Man or woman, doesn't matter. There's obviously, though, a feminine and a masculine energy. Okay, this is the coupleship, partnership. I give you my cup, you give me mine. Someone here feels they're being fair. Someone here feels like I am just, I'm righteous, I'm committed. Someone here in a relationship feels committed and taken. I'm not single, I'm already taken. Who is crossing you, person? This is almost the same picture. Look at that. It looks like they go together. Anyways, 5 of Cups is crossing you. This is someone. You know who's crossing you? Somebody. Somebody with a broken heart. Someone who is dumping out bloody cups. There could be magical work at play. Just saying. But someone is very, very, very disturbed by the fact that you are committed. Someone is pissed off. They are covered in a dark shroud. It's definitely ritualistic in nature. There's a fish that fell out of the cup. There's like, my happiness is destroyed. 3 of Cups generally stands for joy, reunions, reconciliations, celebrations, babies, holidays, good times. So now the 3 of Cups are down the drain. Someone here is saying, screw good times. Good times are over. Okay, I am hurt and upset. I am extremely depressed. I am extremely in pain. Even if I'm not depressed, I'm in a lot of pain. My feelings are shot. And this person still is holding up 2 cups. And this person is ready to dump out the 2 cups and say, screw it. Screw this relationship. You don't want me. You don't love me. You want the other person. Screw it. I dump out my cups for you. You left my 2 cups for someone else's. And I guess that's justice. So there's a lot of depression, sadness, anger with the universe. Someone is covered in this shroud so they can't see that the universe is stepping in and saying, justice is here. Temperance is here. I'm not coming to hurt you. I'm not coming to hurt you. Justice is saying we're on your side. We understand that you were damaged and hurt. We understand that this didn't end well for you. We understand your pain. Don't dump out those cups yet. Don't dump them out because look, Temperance has got these cups under control spiritually, another dimension. The 2 cups you hold in your hand is being worked on by the universe. Maybe you're with a Virgo or a Sagittarius. Okay. Could also, like I said, Gemini, all the signs I named. But if you're ready to dump out these cups because of anger, don't. A relationship is getting mended, and I do see a reconciliation ahead on the horizon. So if you're dealing with someone that is happy in a commitment, or maybe you're happy in a commitment and someone's really unhappy about your commitment and they're feeling extremely depressed, because keep in mind, these readings are completely reversible. The point is, someone here is in a relationship thinking all is well, and the other person is upset. And it could also mean that someone believes that this person is in a long-term, because of the turtle, a long-term commitment with an unbalanced energy. Like 2 masculine energies, 2 feminine energies. They feel like you're with someone that's not a divine soulmate, someone that is not balanced. You're in an unbalanced relationship. What are you feeling about this, Divine Feminine? What are you feeling about these 2 energies? Queen of Pentacles. In case you guys haven't noticed, she looks extremely tired. Tired. Worn out. I'm the queen of nurturing. I'm the queen of giving. I'm the queen of caretaking. I'm the queen of building. I'm the queen of loyalty and longevity. I'm the queen of security. Okay, I'm worthy, but I'm tired. Her hair looks flat, lifeless. Her skin even looks sickly. Like it's not a vibrant skin. Okay, that's like sickly. And she's holding this pentacle like it's really heavy. Like it's a burden. And she's been hanging on to this Ace of Pentacles so long. Her arms are tired, weak. It's really heavy. She's almost going to sleep. She's going to take a nap. And the dog is taking a nap. Look at that. She's just tired. Tired of waiting. She's been waiting. So, Feminine, how are you feeling about the situation? Quite frankly, tired. Tired of waiting. I mean, if I could put it in a little nutshell for that little squirrel, you're just like, you know what? Justice, thank you for showing up. Thank you. Bravo. But I'm kaput now. Stick a fork in me. I think justice already got served, and I obviously paid for my mistakes and the other person's mistakes. I've paid and suffered for everyone. So go ahead, let him or her enjoy their life. I'll just sit back alone, weathered, as you allow them to have a happy life. So I do sense some bitterness, which I have to remind you, Feminine, is your toxic pattern. You're stronger than that, and you're better than that, and that is not your spiritual self. In fact, this is not yourself. You may also feel like the other woman is getting the commitment and you're not. You may feel like your King of Pentacles found their counterpart and it's not you. And you feel alone. And you feel like you and this King of Swords. It's funny though, I have 2 counterparts on the board. I have the King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, King of Swords, and the Lovers. And from the beginning, I talked about the two signs, the air signs and the earth signs. And in the end, what do I get? The air sign couple and the earth sign couple. That is a message that you are divinely brought together. You are divine counterparts. You are perfect for each other. You were made for each other. So I don't feel like you should be sad for nothing and think you lost out, because you haven't. You have not. The universe is coming to your aid. Even if you think you're tired and weathered and this justice is never going to come, and temperance takes forever and a day. You know why? Because look at that path behind him. You have to walk an awfully long way from this little pond all the way to the sunset. I mean, that's a very long road. And when you have to walk that long road, it takes a while. So that, temperance is saying it's going to take some time to mend the damage that was done. I know nobody here wants to hear that. Nobody here wants to hear time. Believe me. I don't want to hear time. You don't want to hear time. If we have to, as, divine feminines, hear time one more time, we're going to lose our shit. And you know who's going to pop up in this reading? Queen of Wands. She's going to come in here all pissed off, like, I'll tell you some time. I think me and Queen of Swords should get together and show y'all, Queen of Pentacles, how to deal with some time. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, sorry guys. Ugh. Teenagers. Okay. Hi, In Bear. Okay. So anyways, yeah. So yeah, we're gonna hear the good old temperance speech. It's all in divine timing. Woo! Does not feel good. Does not feel great. I bet it does. And I'm kidding. Because no, it doesn't. Anyways, okay, let's move on. What's the outcome of this terrible, difficult situation that I feel bad you have to deal with and the universe has to deal with, to be honest? What is the outcome? 10 of Wands. This big burden, the reason I can't breathe in this reading. Terrible reading. Terrible. All this pain and betrayal makes me feel yucky. I just feel sick. I don't like betrayal. So this 10 of Wands is a burden. This path, this divine path is a burden. And the 8 of Wands is movement forward, quick movement forward. Okay. And he's holding 8. And there's 2 wands that already fell. There's a decision to move forward. The 2 of Wands is a choice and a decision made out of passion and following your heart. The 8 of Wands signifies movement forward very fast. So I know it doesn't look like that in the picture. Even though someone here has bit off more than they could chew, could be Saggy energy, but someone bit off way more than they could chew, they're taking on the burden and they're going to do it anyways. Somebody's taking those steps. They're taking the steps forward. They can't see where they're going, you see? Someone here does not know where they're stepping. They're trusting spirit. They're like, guide me because I can't see, but I did decide to go ahead and take on this journey and keep moving and keep going. So someone here is going to drop the act that they don't care. Someone here is going to stop pretending like they don't have something to do, like they don't have karmic debt to pay. Someone's going to quit pretending and putting their head in their rear in the dark. Someone's going to wake up and full of action and passion and decisions and spiritual knowledge and spiritual path and an acknowledgement that there is a soulmate out there that needs rendering, that needs justice. Someone's willing to pick up the burden and walk. So first of all, Queen of Pentacles, calm down. I know you're calm. You're not Queen of Wands. But don't be so sad because your person is picking up the burden to move forward. Then we have the Page of Pentacles. This is that offer. There's an offer coming, and the first step to any offer is I make a choice and I do something with it. Okay, so this Page of Pentacles may not be a knight or the King of Pentacles because he's already here. So he's not the king, but he is a youngster that is saying, I may not know what I'm doing, but I am learning. I'm learning. And I pick up my pentacle and I'm ready to learn and I'm ready to grow. And there's a young puppy down here. Young puppy. So someone here may be immature with communication, maybe not very good at taking the right step, but at least they're man enough or woman enough at this point in time to not know where they're going, but trust and faith that this is the right path for them. And that spirit's going to guide them, and they are a willing party to actually do the right thing, because pentacles represent doing the right thing. So someone's willing to do it for you, okay? Someone is willing to do it for you. This is the outcome. Someone is going to do the right thing by you, okay? Then you get the Ace of Cups. This is a fresh start and a new beginning. Could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It could just be the simple fact that one of you guys, King of Air or King of Pentacles or Queen of Air or King of Swords, King of Air, you guys have a new love. That your love is going to be reinvigorated, reinvented, and new again. You guys are not going to be the old people you used to be, and your love isn't going to be old. It's refreshed. So someone who thought that you weren't a nice tall glass of water in the desert and thought you were nothing that was desirable realizes you're actually everything they never knew they always wanted. And that's from Fool's Rush In. You guys remember that part? He came out to Salma Hayek. That was one of my favorite movies in Fool's Rush In, but she's driving away on the, above the Hoover Dam, and he's confessing his love to her, and she denied that she was still pregnant. I'm not going to tell the story. You guys watch the movie. But the point is, he gets out of the car. She doesn't want him. She's all this, like, this has been too long. I've been waiting. If you really loved me, you would have told me back then, but you don't. You want to move on and go live your life. I've waited. And she did. She waited, and she was like 9 months pregnant, ready to give birth. He wasn't there. He didn't know he loved her. The whole time he didn't know he loved her. He thought he was trapped, just like this karmic situation. I got trapped with a baby. I have to marry her out of responsibility, not love. But she believed in fate. See, Salma Hayek in that movie believed in fate. She said, I think we were fated and destined to meet. You know, in that line outside of the bathroom at that very moment, we were destined. And something bigger than us brought us together. Two different people from two different worlds. I think we were brought together. But he didn't believe that, see? And that could be one of you guys here, King of Pentacles versus the Queen of Swords. Somebody believes in fate and somebody doesn't. A difference of opinions, the yin and the yang. Someone here is very different than the other. Someone here believes in fate, and it is this person. They believe. And the other person's been fighting it. I don't love you. I don't want you. I want someone else. And finally, when you give up and say go and you try to move on, guess what? Surprise, they're coming in. Possibly within weeks, within a month. This is the Ace of Cups, 1 month. Certainly this year, because the Pentacles represent 1 year, and we've got a page here with 1. So certainly within a year, 2019, there's justice and there's a reconciliation of this relationship. So when he comes out to confess his love to her, he says, you know what? You're right about fate. You were right about everything. You know what? You're everything I never knew I always wanted. And she's like, what? But that's the truth. Somebody here didn't realize that this divine soulmate is everything you never knew you always wanted. Period. And you know what's going to happen? The world. You are the world to each other. Tears want to come down my eyes. I have goosebumps. I feel the connection. You guys finally get it. You finally get it. All the pieces fit. You're the missing piece to the puzzle. You guys are perfect for each other. It's not seeing an imperfect person perfectly. And you're her person. And you're his person. And you're his person. And you're her person. Period. And in the tarot deck, the world card, in the traditional Rider-Waite series anyways, is the magician and the high priestess together, the original twin flames. Magic happens. It's the beginning and the end, the masculine and the feminine together as one. The wreath, or this laurel, represents victory, success, and union. A marriage of all the energies, a unity. And that's why you have the 4 seasons. Okay, you've got summer, winter, spring, and fall. The 4 seasons come together. They meet. Everything makes sense. And she's wrapped and clothed in water, which is warm and beautiful emotions, love. She's wrapped in love and emotions. She's surrounded by air for clarity. She is solid body, human earth, made of practical, stable energy. This is long lasting. And there's winds of change for fall. You guys are together, and the outcome of this is union. It is reconciliation, and it is the ending of cycles, the ending of karmic cycles, at least with this major karmic cycle. Okay, so there is an ending. Tell Sissy to get you some strawberries if you want. She shouldn't have eaten all the blueberries. That's not fair. Go tell her. Okay. Anyways, so I'm getting to the ending of this reading. It's beautiful so far. I love it. There is union a-coming. You guys will reconcile, so don't lose faith. Everything's going to happen for a reason. And whatever happens, whatever path people choose to take, whether it be living on that mountain all alone or reconciling, you as a soul and a spirit have to feel hopeful. Because hope and all this faith that you put into the energy of this reunion is going to help it move. And if you come in here faithless and hopeless, you're not going to help the situation. So always be a light in the dark. Always be someone's guiding star and your own. Love yourself. It's a self-love journey, first and foremost. If you don't love yourself, you can't love anyone else. And it's funny because I was actually talking to one of my exes from way a long time ago. God, it was like 20 years ago. When I met this person, I was a kid. I was 15 years old. But I fell madly in love with that man. And I would have died for that man. I was like crazy, head over heels. There's nothing I wouldn't have done. I saw forever in his eyes. I, in fact, saw myself old with this person. But you know what I didn't do? I never loved myself as that child. I sacrificed every part of me, every bit of me. I did not love myself, and I put my whole world and my whole happiness and everything that I was into that man. He was my walking happiness. And when he was apart from me, I was not happy. And I hated going to work. I hated going to school. I didn't want to be away from this person. I didn't want to be with my family. I just wanted to be up under this man because he was my walking happiness. My joy, my happiness was in another human being. And I was an empty shell. Now, I've come a very long way from that. Of course, I was 15 years old. Okay? But the point is, please don't do that today. And hopefully all of us are not pages and we're not in that energy. But a lifetime ago, for me, I was in that energy. And I was not a happy person. And I found nothing but sadness. And I blamed the world, and I blamed God, and I blamed everybody but me. Everybody but me. There was always a reason why I was unhappy. There's always a reason. But it wasn't because of my choices, was it? It wasn't because I decided to love someone and give myself away. I never once thought of it that way till I grew up. And now, through my spiritual twin flame journey, through all my life experience, soul lessons, karmic lessons, I've learned who I am, and I've found myself. So I hope you all find yourselves, too, on this journey. So I'm going to get... I'll be right back. Hang on, guys. I'm almost done. And I'll make dinner. I don't know why Spirit calls me to these long lessons, but I do. He does. He does. So I'm going to get my deck, the one I made, my new one. Messages. I don't even know what I'm going to call it yet, but it is for sale. It will be for sale like next week if anyone's interested. But these are just famous messages and quotes and some things that I put in there myself to help you figure out some messages. Okay. Let's see what comes out. Spirit, can you reveal the true feelings for this couple? Please reveal the true feelings for this couple that I'm reading for today. Let's go ahead and get 6 cards. 6 is a good number for love. 6 is a good number for love. Okay, what do we have going on here? What do we have going on here? What do we have going on here? I should have just turned them all upside down, but I didn't, so that's okay. I feel like I want to pull more than 6 because these are my new deck. I want to show you guys more than 6. I'm just going to pull a bunch. Whoops. Oh, I dropped one. Ugh. I dropped 2. Dust it off. Let's see how many I can pull. Okay. Bottom of the deck, it says, "This is no ordinary love" by Sade. And I'm sure you guys have all heard that song. Okay. But this love that I'm talking about, this love today is no ordinary love. It's never going to be. It's going to be crazy at best. It's going to be outlandish at best. It's going to be up and it's going to be down. And it's going to be hot and it's going to be cold and it's going to be crazy and it's going to be beautiful and it's going to be worth it. It's not ordinary. Because you're not ordinary. Okay. Let's go ahead and reveal my beautiful cards. The first one I pulled out is "Don't Forget About Us" by Mariah Carey. Maybe that's a song to you guys, but it's a special song to me for sure. But don't forget about us, you know? And I think a lot of you just don't want them to forget about you. You think there's so much time that's gone by. Please don't forget about me. Don't forget about our love. Someone here feels like, and it is the truth, and your intuition is right. Someone has tried to forget about the love. And there's another party here saying, don't forget about us. Please. The next card I'm going to read, I'll just start from the left. "I would rather share a lifetime with you than face a... Wait, I'm sorry, let me start over. "I would rather share one lifetime with you than face all the ages of this world without you." So even if someone had to live forever and they had eternity, they would choose just one lifetime with you than face all the ages alone without you. They would trade eternity for this relationship. And I think somebody here definitely feels like you would be willing to do that just to come into union, just to have this person in your arms. You would trade eternity. And it falls, look, right on, "I know you're my soulmate." Look how where it falls. The next one I have is, whoops. "The heart has its reasons, of which reason knows nothing," by Blaise Pascal. The heart has its reasons, of which reason knows nothing. That's beautiful, because love makes no sense, guys. The heart doesn't have a compass. It just goes where it goes. It has no reason for doing what it's doing. It follows desire, pure desire. The next one is from Titanic. "Rose, You're no picnic, all right? You're a spoiled little brat even. But under that, you're the most amazingly astounding, wonderful girl, woman that I've ever known. And that just makes me think, this person's no picnic. This is not an easy person to deal with. In fact, this person's a pain in the ass and a brat and a butthead. But you love them. And they are the most amazing, wonderful person to you. And they're worth it. The next one I got is forgiveness. It's biblical. Forgiveness. Lord, how many times shall I forgive my brother or sister who sins against me? Up to 7 times? Jesus answered, I tell you not 7 times, but 77 times 7 times. Matthew 18:21, verse 21 to 22. So how many times are you supposed to forgive each other? Look where it fell. I regret how I handled things in the past. Are you to forgive them? Yes. Yes, you are, because 7 times 77 is a lot of times. The next one that I'm going to get for you is this one. By John Legend, the song All of Me Loves All of You. Okay? There's not one part of your body that doesn't love one part of that person's body or soul. You love all of them. And if you really do, twin flame, love all of them, you love them and their mistakes. You love the healing and the pain. You love the beautiful part and the ugly part. When you learn to accept the things you can't change, and you love it anyways for the growth that it's brought you, things will automatically transform. Okay, so that's a little key from the universe. Love all of this, all of them. When you unconditionally love this person, I will help you fix all of these things. Have faith. The next one, let's see. Time. Love alters not with his brief hours, and not weeks, but it bears it out even unto the edge of doom. By William Shakespeare. So you guys, this is forever. You know, time doesn't have a barrier here. It alters not with brief hours and weeks and years. It bears it out even to the end of time. Okay, this relationship is not just going to start and finish in this lifetime. It's forever, and this love is forever until the end of time, and there is no end. The next card is, to be brave is to love someone unconditionally without expecting anything in return. That's by Madonna. Good saying. You guys shouldn't expect anything in return. Because to be brave and to really love someone, like they said, unconditionally, like she said, you can't expect anything in return. You can't expect them to come running. You can't expect them to do the right thing. You can't expect anything. You can't even expect justice to come for you. Don't expect any of it. Right now, it's about forgiveness and unconditional love. And if you really are that twin, you really are that divine soulmate, that's all that's going to be in your heart, is endless love. Because love in the heart has its reasons of which reason knows nothing. And it doesn't make sense to be this way. But love doesn't make sense, does it? The next one is endurance. Even though you fed up, you got to keep your head up. By Tupac. So even though, Queen of Pentacles, you look tired and worn out as hell in this relationship and you are fed up, keep your head up, which means stay optimistic about this. Have faith. Keep your head up. Keep smiling. Keep smiling. Okay? You got to, because that's the only way to get through this, because you know if you stay in the darkness, it's not going to get you anything but more darkness. So you got to keep your head up. The next one is faith. Let actions speak louder than words. Let your intuition and your feelings be stronger than any fear. Justice is here now, and karma is on your side. Feel it and know it without doubt. The universe. I made that one up. It sounds pretty good. I liked it, but I feel it. And you know what I like more, though? The simple fact that it talked about karma and justice is here, and it is. We have justice and karma here, and yes, it's on your side. It's on your side, Divine Feminine. Just reading the cards. Don't shoot the messenger. It's on your side. The next one is, when you realize you want to spend the rest of your life with somebody, you want the rest of your life to start as soon as possible. When Harry met Sally. So a lot of you just want happiness now, and that's what Queen of Pentacles wants. She's tired of waiting. When you realize you love someone like this, and you're crazy about them, you can't wait to live this life. You already feel like time's ticking. Even if you had them in your arms right now, it wouldn't be enough till the end of time. It just wouldn't be enough to hold them in all your essence. You need more time, and I see the desire is you just want it to start now. You're tired of waiting, and the universe is aware of this, even though they're telling you to wait. Go figure. Okay. Ditto by Ghost. The movie Ghost, Ditto. I used to love to say ditto. This person loves you the way you love them. Okay? The way you feel, they feel. Ditto. It's just a different way of expressing it. Okay, the last two. Twin flames. Love is composed of a single soul inhibiting two bodies by Aristotle. So you got the twin flame card. Yes, I don't know if you guys ever heard that saying, but Aristotle made it up. Twin flames have been around for a while. Okay, he knew it.
There's no raspberries that I got for...
Okay, there's strawberries. Okay, I'm going to read one more card. Mariah, can you get him strawberries, please? Okay, I'm almost done. One more card. Okay, last card. Drum roll. Ooh, it's by me. I only have like 5 in my entire deck that are by me. But anyways, even if I had you in... Oh my God, that's the saying I just said. Okay, I'm going to read it to you. I'm freaking out. Even if I had you in my arms right now till the end of this life, it still wouldn't be long enough to fulfill my desire to hold you in all my essence. Yes, I wrote that. It's beautiful. It's true. So that's, wow, I'm surprised I even got that card. That's what I was thinking, and that's what came out. And that's because of this Harry Met Sally. I want it to start right now, not later. Okay? So this is a true love. I mean, I flat out just have to tell you, it's a true love. It's meant to be. You are twin flames. Yes, it's a difficult journey. It's painful even. But I know you guys are going to see this through. And I feel called to pull one oracle to end this. And it's a different deck that I don't normally have around me. So give me 1 second. Go this way. Okay, let me find my deck for this oracle. Okay, I'm not going to find the oracle, though, but I will do my animal totem. I'll be right back. Matthew, come here. Okay. Let him do whatever he wants, but he can't. That's what I've been doing. Matthew, come here. I'll be done in a minute. You have to stay out here. You can, you know what, 60 seconds. Go ahead and play with the toys you want to play with. I'll get some gum, okay? I will, if you're good and you let me finish my job. Oh my goodness, I have to make these kids dinner. Okay, so I'm just going to read. I can't find my other oracle, but I am going to do the animal totem because I like that book. And there's really good messages in this book. I recommend it for you guys if you get one. Really good messages in that book. Spirit, can you please give me a beautiful card to end a perfect reading about these twin flames? What message do you want to give us on this journey? Whoops. Okay. Oh my gosh. We got King of Cups. Okay, mature love is coming, and you won't believe what's at the bottom. Ace of Cups. I'm sorry, Two of Cups. So you got Two of Cups, King of Cups. This love is definitely partnering up. I am sorry. But when I get 2 cups like that about true love, This partnership is happening. And the King of Cups, the secret of love, knows it. So I also get the little message kind of in my head where I feel like the King of Cups is a secret admirer. He's someone that holds an ocean full of love, but has a hard time speaking it. You more see it in his eyes and feel it in his arms than he speaks it. So he's much more of a romantic than a talker. Okay, so I do feel like you have a King of Cups coming your way, or somebody maybe with water moon, okay, a water moon sign, thoughts, ideas. And I don't care if it's sun, moon, or rising, Venus, or Jupiter, or Mars, if you're gay. Okay, I don't care who it is, where it is. But there's somebody here with a lot of love. Okay, forget the sign, but there's someone here with a lot of love coming to you your way, and there is a coupling and a partnership happening. And it is going to happen within a month to 2 months greatest length. Okay, within a month or two, there will be some reconciliation. And I'll read that. Okay, so the King of Cups. Did you know that what you build with your skills can literally change the landscape around you? All you have to do is trust that your gifts are not just for you alone, but were given to you to be a service to those around you. You just never really know what sort of impact you will have until you become active in playing the part that only you were created for. Beavers have the ability to not only change the landscape around them, but to completely create a new ecosystem. All this just by doing what they were created to do, cutting and building dams. Before the wolves were reintroduced to Yellowstone National Park, the beavers had all left, but now that the wolves are back, so too are the beavers. With the return of the beavers, water is now flowing in the places where it was not before, and life has changed along the waterways and national park. And the King of Cups is a master of the watery world. He knows how to harness and channel the energy of water and love to create whatever outcome he so chooses. This mastery means he will never allow his emotions to derail him from his goals. If anything, he knows how to use them to his advantage. So much that he needs to catch himself before he goes too far and starts manipulating those around him. In business and career, the King of Cups asks, are your emotions distracting or hindering your business in any way? Are they moving everything along nicely in the direction you want it to go? Is it easy to allow overwhelming fears to creep into your daily life and business practices? But be mindful of the fact that these heavier emotions do end up costing you in the long run. For families and relationships, the beaver asks you to look at how water is playing out in your current relationship. Are the emotional waters in your relationship flowing naturally? Or are you manipulating them for your own personal gain? It is easy for the king to get what he wants, but he also understands that it is his job to honor all involved, not just himself. In health and well-being, what are your personal drinking habits? This may sound like an odd question, but I have seen the King of Cups show up in a reading every time or two when there's an alcoholic involved or someone that may drink away their sorrow. The beaver needs clean flowing water to bring health and well-being to himself while he's busy creating. So please monitor your liquids and make sure that you are not polluting your life by giving waters or unnecessary liquids into your life to not thrive. So there's some questions that you guys could also ask yourself with this card. Right now, would you say you are the master of your emotions, or would you say that they are the master of you? Question mark. Ask yourself that question today. When in your life, do you need to redirect the energy flow? And where? So where in your life, guys, could there be a redirection of energy? Could it possibly go into working out? Could it possibly go into bettering your home? What could it go into? Your business? Your friendships? I don't know. But if you need to redirect some energy because it's a little imbalanced, consider that. How can you bring new life into your home or office today? So just part of your emotions. What would make you feel better? You know, a nice little plant in your office, maybe a little water fountain, some nice new comfy pillows, clean, sheets that are brand new. I don't know. Whatever would make your life feel more comfortable and happy today, they suggest you to look into it. So that's why I like reading this book. It's got a lot of cute little questions and different sayings for different parts of life for what that cup or what that card could mean. Okay, so I'm going to read the Two of Cups. Okay. I could keep my cards from squiggling around. All right, this is definitely a Cancerian card. So just so you knew, Scorpio is King of Cups, Cancerian is the Two of Cups. Pisces is always welcome. Okay, the Hermit Crab. If ever there was an odd couple, it would be us. We don't seem to look like we belong together, but you will find us together and in mini coral, a reef, or aquarium. In fact, we could not think of anywhere else in the world that we would rather be than right here with each other, deep under the sea. Friends till the end, lovers till forever. A message from the Hermit Crab. The Two of Cups is often referred to as the card of friendship or love, but you won't find a better partnership than our Hermit Crab and his anemone. These two will stick together for as long as possible. They are quite literally traveling buddies. The anemone lives on top of the Hermit Crab's shell, and the crab will not move his body from one shell to another, or in this case, a cup to another. As he upgrades his digs, the anemone protects the Hermit Crab. In return for rent and travel, it truly is a partnership made in heaven. Even though it's not exactly romantic in this perception by any means, the Two of Cups represents partnerships, both personal and social and mutual. It shows the coming together of two energies to create a mutually beneficial outcome. Two heads are better than one. You see, the Hermit Crab and his traveling buddy can each bring something to the table. It's hardly a one-way street. Can you say the same for your current romantic situation? So, it can't be a one-way street. And I think the beaver is coming to redirect love in the right direction. And I'll read a few of the little extras in the book for you. In business and career, now is the time to examine your current networking list. Have you created a mutually beneficial exchange with those in your network? Or is it all one-sided? The Two of Cups is asking you to shift your focus to only those partnerships that truly benefit your business, while at the same time letting go of all those that drain you of your time and energy. For friendships and relationships, the Two of Cups asks that you look at your current relationship and see who are you being paired with. How is this relationship good for both of you? And how are both being of service to one another? In health and well-being, did you know that the relationship you have with your body is the longest relationship you will have here on this physical plane? So how is this relationship going? Are you giving your body all it needs, or do you take it for granted and just expect it to perform? Your body is the traveling buddy of your soul. Make sure they are both happy, healthy, and harmonious. And here's a few questions to ask yourself. If like attracts like, what are you attracting right now? Question number 2. Who or what you do need to connect. Let me start over. I messed that up. Who or what do you need to connect with in order to move forward or to find a resolution in your current situation? So who or what? What do you guys have to do to get forward in your relationship, to get to some kind of a resolution? Could be the question above. Could be your body, health, and well-being. Could be business. You guys figure that out. The next question is, what does your ideal relationship really look like? Maybe you should write it out in detail today. In fact, take a moment out. Sit down, get a pen and paper, write out what your ideal happy relationship would look like. Make sure it includes your part in the giving as well, because an ideal relationship should always be balanced. When writing out this relationship, remember to include your heart's desires, your spiritual desires, your emotional desires, your physical desires, your financial desires, and the longevity of the outcome. Think about this in depth. Search your heart, search your soul. Make sure you're doing it solely for your desire, not to impress the others in your family, friends, not to impress yourself or what you think looks good on paper or on Facebook, but an actual relationship that would fulfill and meet your needs and make you happy and make you feel balanced. So do that today. Speak it out loud. Say it to the universe. Declare it, own it, create it. It's your manifestation. And if like really does create like, you should think about what you're attracting. Like attracts like. Are you attracting rejection? Are you attracting codependencies? Are you attracting people with addictions or issues? Are you attracting people that are balanced and whole? I happen to think that if we're balanced and whole, stable and grounded, harmonious, peaceful and happy, I believe that if we are really that, that's exactly what we're going to attract in our soulmate. And we're going to set ourselves on a high vibration. And like ditto, they're going to match it. Anyways, that's my reading today, guys. Remember, this is a journey, not a destination point. All you have to do is keep swimming. Everyone's going to have ups. Everyone's going to have downs. You're going to have your great days and you're going to have your shitty days. You're going to have your optimistic days and you're going to have your days of doubt. Okay? But this relationship's going to make it for the long haul. This relationship has a happy ending. I know that. As long as you guys are following your heart, following your guides, following spirit, I don't see this ending up in a sad disparity of a situation. So don't lose your hope. Okay? Look at that. The end result. King of Cups, Two of Cups. Can we say true love coming together? Yes. Anyways, that's it, guys. I hope you liked the reading. Sorry it was so long. When I feel called to do a reading, that's what I feel called to do. Please don't judge me. I have my own life too. For those of you waiting for personals, you all know I'm falling behind. Please bear with me. I'm trying. I'm doing the best I can. I did several today, some of which are very happy. And if you guys will all, comment that have gotten readings, how happy you are with it, that might inspire other people to relax. There's a few people that are waiting today for a delivery of the video. It will come by tonight, so just give me a little bit. It will come. And that's it. A little patience, please. I love you guys. Remember to like and subscribe so everyone else can hear this reading that might help them on their journey. Okay? That's it, guys. I love you. Good night, all. Good night. Mwah.